Hi friends, it's Carolyn Zook here with C6 Stitch, and today is Sunday, April 25th, 2021. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. I'm so glad that you're here. So today, April 25th, is the day that my parents actually met each other 55 years ago. So that's pretty cute. They met in high school at a high school play, and that's their story. So that's pretty cute. So anyway, I hope you had a really great week. I do miss filming on Saturdays, but right now my whole schedule is just up in the air with the house hunt. We're still looking. I've submitted 5 offers. I have been backup offer twice, and I have 0 homes. So we're still looking. We went out. We spent the whole day yesterday out house hunting. So it was good. Keep finding more and more areas that seem like they would be a good fit for me. So I'm very grateful to have a wonderful realtor. So that's the update on house hunt. The other quick update is I got my first COVID shot on Monday. So that was great. Super easy. I got into a lottery somehow. And so I was selected through the lottery. So it was very, very easy. I think I was gone a total of 2 hours door to door, maybe slightly less, which included driving half an hour each way. And parking was probably the trickiest part of the whole thing, but that was basically just following the car ahead of you until you found an open spot, so it was not bad. I was pretty much fine. My arm wasn't even that sore with the first shot. It was mostly I was just really, really exhausted the whole week. I didn't feel sick or anything. I was just really, really wiped out. But I'm very excited, and my next shot will be May 10th, so I'm really happy about that. Lila asked a question on my last video. She asked what grade I teach, because I do talk about needing to do some grading and teaching and all that. And so if you're new, I guess I don't talk about it a whole lot, but I teach college. So I teach college students at 2 area colleges. One is kind of my main job, and then one I do occasionally on the side, just as a fill-in. So that's what I teach. I teach college level students. I teach sociology courses and public health courses as well. So that's what I do. I have a quick update about StitchCon. I had to make the decision this week that I am unfortunately not going to be able to go, just because I was so excited because I would have been fully vaccinated, but just this house hunt, it's so up in the air and it's so unknown where I'll be when StitchCon is here, and I just kind of had to decide. I think May 1 is the deadline to get your registration money back, so I just went ahead and canceled my spot, and I'm so sad because there's so many of you that I really wanted to meet and hug in person, but everything's just so up in the air. So I'm very sad. It does, it was kind of weighing on me heavily about what I would do and how I would make this work and all that. And, as sad as I am, I do feel like it's the right decision for me because I just don't know what's going on with this house hunt. It's just such a abnormal year for homes and house hunting and all of that. So, yeah, so I'm really sad about that. Like I said, there's so many that I wanted to meet and hug in person, but hopefully next year, everything will be back to normal. I'll get back on the wait list. My number will come up again, and I'll be able to come see everybody. But I did officially cancel my StitchCon registration. Another quick update is Melanie of Soulful Stitching. She is wonderful, such a sweetie, and she also is one of those people that's really good with goal setting and meeting her goals and kind of keeping you to task. I really love it. She tells it like it is, but she's so sweet and so kind and so very talented and has a great range of projects. So it's Soulful Stitching. I'll link her down below. She is so close to getting 1,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. So if you could go help her out, check out her channel and subscribe to her. Let's help her reach 1,000 subscribers. That would be really, really great. I think last I heard, I didn't check before I started filming, but she was about 30 away, I think, as of yesterday. So if we can help get her over that 1,000 subscriber mark, that would be wonderful. I would so appreciate it. Like I said, I think you'll really enjoy her. And her videos are a good length. They're 20, 25 minutes usually, for those of you who like kind of on the shorter length videos. So I hope you'll go check out Melanie from Soulful Stitching. She also has a Facebook group, which is really fun. And yeah, so go check Melanie out for me. And then the last kind of announcement I have is the May acrostic. I can't believe I waited so long. This month has kind of slipped away from me. But we have, I run a Facebook group called Magazine Monthly Challenge with my good friend Robin of Bird's Eye Stitcher on Flosstube as well. And each month we give you a theme and an acrostic. And so the theme for May is May flowers, because April was showers or rain. And then the acrostic for May is my personal favorite flower, which is the daisy. So the acrostic is DAISY. So if you'd like to participate, the worksheet is up in the Facebook group. If you missed that, I uploaded it a couple days ago, I think. So happy planning. I hope you'll have fun with that one. And I'll share my plans for the acrostic and the theme a little bit later in this video for you. All right, let's get into the cross stitch. First up, I have a finish. This was one of my goals. Let me think here. So for April, the acrostic was rain, and this was the N in rain. This is Noel. This is a piece I started last year for Jolly July. I just had the N done when I started it. This is from the Christmas Ornament, Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornament issue 2018. And the chart is designed by JBW Designs. And it just says Noel. I think it's a really cute finish. I'd like to finish it somewhat similar. And I got it done. This is just stitched on, I don't have the tag, but I think it's 14 count, weight 8. It's just a really simple fabric. And there's my finish. I thought I might go back in and add some beads for the holly on the wreath. And I didn't really want to put the date in. I don't know why. I just like it blank. Colors are kind of weird. Like you can't really see the colors. There we go. Maybe that's a little better. But yeah, so this one didn't take long. Once I sat down and actually did it, total start to finish, it took me 4¼ hours. And I got most of the way done with the L, realized I was off a stitch, so I had to frog that out. So it would have been even faster if I hadn't done that. But this was really good. This is another one done. My goal on this one for this year was to finish it, and I did. So I feel great about that. So that one is done. That's going to go in my to be fully finished pile when I move and have access to all my items again. I did have a new start, and this was for the theme of April, which was rain. And this is just a black and white copy. This is from, oh no, it doesn't say. It's from World of Cross Stitch. I think it was from last year, April 2020 issue. I must have cut off the magazine title when I photocopied my working copy. It's called Frogs and Wellies. And this is what it looks like. Super cute in color. And most of the colors it just calls for DMC. Most of them I exchanged because I didn't have most of them in my stash. And I didn't really want to buy anything for this little piece. So I just used what I had. Okay, so I have done, I didn't say, my goal on this one I think was 8 hours total, which I have done. And this is where I'm at. So you can see there's no back stitching here yet. And back stitching really makes a big, big difference in how things look. So this is an umbrella closed up laying on the ground. It just looks like a blob right now till I get that back stitching in. Big thing I have missing is there's a big umbrella that the frog is holding. And then there's they're called spider web stitch, which is kind of what you're supposed to be learning with this piece is how to do the spider web stitch, which is this little stitch right here. I haven't put those in and haven't done any of the back stitch. and the umbrella. And then you see those little raindrops. What I thought would be cute, and this is kind of part of haul, but I'm going to show it right now because it makes sense. There are some beads kind of scattered throughout. So I did place an order from 123 Stitch. Because again, I don't know where most of my beads are. So there's going to be some of these pink beads scattered throughout. And I bought these little treasures. I don't know if you can see that. They're little raindrop. Here, maybe I can open it. Treasures. So instead of stitching the raindrops on, I'm going to put these little treasures on. They weren't cheap, and they're kind of big, but I think it was cute. I think it'll look really cute. It'll look kind of, I mean, it's already a somewhat whimsical piece. And so I think even though they're going to be, oh, I can't do this. I just dropped it. I'm trying to show you how it looks on here, but I can't hold it together. But I can't hold it together. I can't hold my life together. Yeah, so I'm going to put these as little raindrops instead of stitching them on. And I think that will just add a little bit of texture to the piece and make it a little bit fun to look at, even if they're going to be a little bit large. I got the smallest ones I could find. They were still pretty expensive too. So this little piece kind of added up pretty quickly. I think I bought 6, which might be too much. I'm not sure I will use all 6 on this piece. But yeah, so this is getting there. I think another 1.5, 2 sessions, and it will be done. I am putting it away from now. It will come back out, I'm sure, later on to be finished up. I'm just not quite sure when yet. But that is Frogs and Welly. Frogs and Wellies. Frog and Wellies. Okay. These small pieces, I just use these most of the time. These little project bags that you get from Amazon. They're really good size to fit the small pieces in. So I have a bunch of these just for the smalls. Okay, so the regular whips for this month. Let's look at Spring at Hawkland Hollow. This is what it will look like when it's done. This is by Carriage House Samplings. I'm on block 7 right here. And my goal for this month is to finish this block. And I actually think I might do it. Surprisingly. I'm surprised. I think last time you saw it, I had this whole bottom done, bottom grass done, and part of, I think maybe up from the bottom up to about here on this dress. And let's see where we're at this week. We got a lot done. So I have both ladies done. Her hair cracks me up. I mean, clearly it's windy out, but I just think it's funny. So she's done. She's done. I have their bonnets are flying off in the wind, so I have to do that. All the white on this house is done. Do not look closely at it. It's pretty horrendous. So I still have to do the roof. Yeah, the roof, the fill-in of the house, of course, the roof. And then there's 2 bonnets and then some swirlies. And then this one will be done. I actually think I have a fighting chance to finish this before the end of the month. And I thought this one was going to take a lot longer than it has, so that's good. Yeah. So that's where we're at with Spring at Hawkland Hollow, block 7. We are getting there with this one. All right, then, let's see, I'm running out of room here. It's the end of our semester, and so my area, I don't have a craft room right now. So the area I'm sitting in my living room, which is my living room, my craft room, and my office all in one. So because it's the end of the semester, I have stuff scattered everywhere for work, and then I have stuff scattered everywhere for life, and then my cross stitch as well. Okay, the other piece, so Dad, if you're watching, you might want to skip forward a few minutes, but the other piece that I worked on this week, it was my Sunday spin. I worked on a shed, I'm calling it Dad's shed. I'll put a picture here for you. and to see what it will look like. And it's just a photograph that my mom took of a shed that my dad built at their house. And I got quite a bit done last Sunday. This is where we're at. So I have kind of all the shed color filled in. A lot of what I need to do now is just the stuff up top. So finish up the roof and some of the shading. And then I need to go in and figure out the back stitching. I just used Pick to Pat. It's a website, not an app, but a website to create this chart from the picture that my mom sent me. So it'll be, you can tell it's a little different. The picture really helps, referring to the picture, because there was a big shadow here in the photograph, and I didn't want that to be a shadow on the cross stitch, so I just filled it in with more blue. The height, this is as tall as it's going to be, so you can see here to down here, that's as tall as it's going to be. This is almost, you see that lone stitch out there? That's as wide as it's going to be. So it's going to be pretty small when it's done. And I think this is just a random piece of something. 32 count white Lugana fabric. I really am liking these small pieces. I might even be able to get another small out of that section. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, so that's where it's going. I mean, looking from a distance, it actually looks quite a bit like the picture. So that's encouraging. Yeah, so I've been working on that, and that's going well. That was kind of a project I hadn't necessarily planned on doing this year, but it will be great to have it done. I'm trying to get it done in time for Father's Day. This is in a bag a friend got me for, I think, my Christmas or my birthday. She found it on Etsy, and I'm looking for the name. Oh, yes, the name is Fancy Boy Designs. It's a great little bag for small projects. And then the last, my Spring at Hawk Run Hollow, I'm counting that as the A in rain for the acrostic. A because it's airy, because it's breezy out. And then the I in rain, I'm using Glitter Village, I think it's Glitter Village by Country Cottage Needleworks. I started this is a new year, new start. I am on 1, which will look like this when it's done. I'm doing them all in one piece. And the way I make this work for the eye, anytime I have an eye acrostic, I'm going to pull out this piece, is because I'm saying it's on iridescent fabric. It's not. It's just on glitter fabric. But I got a lot done last night. My goal on this is 8 hours for this month. I got 5 hours done last night, and I thought about just stopping because it's already the 25th. But I think I'll just do another 3 or 4 hour rotation, and I should get a lot of progress done on this one. This is one that kind of keeps slipping off, and the one that I put off working on. I don't know why. The fabric is hard to see it's beautiful. You can see the glitter, but it makes it hard to stitch on. I did notice once my eyes kind of got adjusted, it was a little bit better, but this is the one for real. Like, don't look closely at the stitches. They're pretty bad, especially the white ones. They're pretty bad, but I don't care. I'm not going to go back in. So I have a big tree that needs to go in here and some little doodaddy things that need to go in here. But the house is completely done. I think it's super cute. It turned out really well. I love the pastel-y. Oh, I need a glitter. I can't remember what it's called for, but there's a au revoir glitter thread that I swear I had. Swear I bought like 2 of them. I can't find them anywhere because, again, I'm not in a space where things are organized. And so I think I'm going to have to rebuy it and fill that in. So I'll be placing another order to 1, 2, 3 stitch. So that's where we're at with glitter houses, and we should be making a little more progress on this in time for you to see it next week. And then let's see. Let me check what our R was for rain acrostic. Oh, the R was Spring Quakers by Rosewood Manor, which we already completed. So R, Spring Quakers by Rosewood Manor. A is the Spring at Hawk Run Hollow for airy, because it's really airy or breezy in that particular block. I, Glitter Houses for iridescent fabric, and N for Noel, which we finished. So that is my progress. So that's what I worked on this week in terms of cross stitch. So I'm pretty happy with that progress. have a little bit of haul to show you. So I showed you those teardrop charms, little treasures that I got from 123 Stitch. I also ordered a bunch of threads. This is not very exciting. This is by Gas, Tropical Ocean. I ordered 3 of them. These are, I needed to throw in more threads for Death by Cross Stitch and Hoity Toity. I'm using the same color palette. So I just got 3 Tropical Ocean. I don't know if I'll need all 3, but they're huge pieces and I'm already running low on these. So I figured I'll get 3. This is also Gas. This is Lexington Green. And then this is Briar Rose, which I've used a lot of already. So I got 3 more of those along with the little treasures. So that was my haul from 123 Stitch. That's it. And then, because I was feeling really down about this house hunt thing. And, you know, it's just kind of draining putting in so many offers and not getting anything. And I'm not a patient person. I'm very impatient, and so this is a good challenge for me. It's a good opportunity for growth, shall we say. So I wanted to buy myself something to make myself feel better, as we do. So I bought this kit from Bothy Threads called Moo. I think it's adorable. It makes me so happy. Super fast shipping. Bothy Threads is in the UK. I had no issues with it getting here and arriving on time. I know it was faster than a lot of things I've shipped through the US. So yeah, really great. Comes with everything you need. It comes with 14 count fabric that has the speckles on it. I like the speckles. I don't know that I want to stitch it on 14 count though, just because I like the holes to be a bit smaller. So I might change it to 28 count, just like a white fabric or something. But if anyone has a good suggestion on what fabric to use, what I'd like to do, so this is a Hannah Dale design. You can see her name right there. And she has a lot of like these really sweet animals. And so what I think I want to get a series of them to hang up on my wall. I think that would be really darling to have. So I'm going to start collecting some of these kits. And I thought they end up being 10 by 10. So I thought it'd be really cute to do like a 3 by 3 kind of gallery wall in whatever new house I have. I don't know. So that would be 9 kits. But she just has so many darling ones that just make me so happy to look at. So I bought Moo, and I might be starting that sooner rather than later just because I want to. So I got that. And then I got a little bit of happy email, if you will. So when I announced the May acrostic, I said that, you know, Daisy, which is the May acrostic, is my favorite flower. And then our friend Lynette Peters, who lives in Australia, and Lynette is the one who designed Carolyn and her cats for me, which is wonderful. She has an Etsy shop called the letter X Stitch and Hexagons, and I'll be sure to link it down below. So you can go check out her stuff. She has a lot of different patterns on there. Carolyn and her cats, it comes with 6 different centers. So if you are a dog lover, not a cat lover, you can change it out. She has different centers that you can stitch, and then the outside is the same. Actually, I think I have it right here. It just so happens. I do. So this is where I'm at with Carolyn and her cats so far. So you see the center, it has 2 cats, but you can do a cat and a dog or 2 dogs. I think there's a Christmas center. All that. So that's where I'm at with this one. I think it'll be really pretty when it's done. So Lynette designed that for me, which is so sweet of her and so kind of her. But after she saw my post in our Facebook group, Magazine Monthly Challenge, saying that Daisy was my favorite flower, she sent me a pattern that she said she had started a while ago, just never finished. And it's called Take Time Daisy pattern. And she sent it to me complimentary, which was so sweet of her. And I will insert a picture here now for you to see what that pattern looks like. And I'll be sure to link Lynette's Etsy shop down below. So please do go check it out if you like this pattern. I think it's so sweet. Definitely going to stitch it at some point. So thank you so much, Lynette. And like I said, go check out her shop and see what floats your boat over there and help support an independent designer. It was wonderful. So thank you, Lynette. That made me so, so happy. And it made me smile. So I really love it. And I love daisies. Okay, we didn't have any giveaways last week. This week, what I want to give away is this kit. This is a Janlin kit, so it should be legitimate. This is a stamped cross stitch kit. So it comes with everything you need, but the image is stamped on the fabric and you stitch over that. So just be aware of that. But it does have, it's stamped with the X's. So, and it does have the floss and everything. So if you would like this, I think this is so pretty. If you would like to enter to win this, please don't say anything about giveaway or winning. I'll ship it anywhere. Yes, I'm still behind on shipping out stuff, but I mean, if you don't mind waiting, I'll get to it when I can. So say something about hummingbird. Okay. Like I love hummingbirds or something about hummingbird is the keyword I'll look for. Again, this is a stamped cross stitch kit by Janlin. Everything's there. Somebody sent it to me as to give away a while ago. So I thought this would be a good time to give it away. It's spring here in the Northern Hemisphere. So hummingbirds are coming out. Okay, let's talk real quick about May plans. The May plans. So I will be doing WIPGO for May, of course. She hasn't called. Jessie Marie of Jessie Marie Does Stuff calls 2 numbers each month or a few days before the following month. So I don't know what the plans are yet for WIPGO. I don't know what pieces will be I'll be stitching on. So I have to wait another 2 or 3 days and then I'll find out. But I'll be sure to share that with you next week. So I'll be doing 15 hours on each piece, whichever pieces get called for WIPGO. I will be doing my 12-hour rotation on Spring Quakers by Rosewood Manor. Let's take a look at where we're at here. So this is Spring Quakers by Rosewood Manor. My goal on this piece for this year is to get it done. And right now I'm spending 12 hours a month, which is about 3 days worth of work. I don't think that's going to be enough to get it done. So at some point this year, I'm going to have to like a hole. Don't like that. At some point this year, I'm going to have to really increase the amount of time I spend on it each month. But this is where we're at. The top 3 pages are fully done. I'm kind of going down on that left-hand side now into page 4. In the middle there, that's page 5. A lot of page 5 is done because of that's just a spillover. But this is where we're at. So we're getting there. We're making progress. I will be... I think I lost the tag to this fabric. It's whatever it's called for. It's Valor, I think, 28 count linen. I'll be working on this motif here. So this is what it looks like. I am loving it, how it's coming together. So I will be working on that this month. Spring Quakers, that'll be great to have that done and make some more progress on that. Okay. And then, oh, I forgot to pull it. Well, the theme for May, I completely forgot to pull it, but the theme for May is Mayflowers. I'm going to be working on Warm Welcome, which is that piece from the one of the magazines with the cat sitting in front of a arbor with a bunch of flowers. I'm going to be giving that about 4 hours time this month. I had to cut back on the time I'm spending. I would love to do 8 or 12 hours. I try to do in 4-hour increments, if you can't tell. But I just realized I need to kind of pull back on some of it so that I have time to really get Spring at Hawthorne Hollow done and the WIPGO pieces and the Spring Quaker pieces. So I'm going to do 4 hours on that, and I'm sorry I forgot to pull that out, but it will be kind of a fun surprise or reminder next week when you see that. Okay, so for the acrostic, for D and Daisy, I'm going to be working on, my goal is to finish the piece for my dad, D for Dad. So I'm not going to pull it out again just in case he's still watching to the end. I don't know if he is. But I'll be finishing that piece up. I'll be working on that today for my Sunday spin for April. But in May, I'd like to finish that piece up because that will be a Father's Day gift in June. The A. So now this is kind of ties in with what I'm doing for Mania. And I mentioned it last week. I am going to do Mini Mania. I just made that up. Mini Mania, where I'm focusing on a bunch of smalls to finish them up and get them out of, kind of off my rotation, lowering my whip count. Because I have several smalls that I started last year that I just haven't given time. So in May, instead of doing a Sunday spin in May, I'm going to do my Mania pieces, which are the smalls. And I'm going to try to get one done each week in May, if possible. Each Sunday, I'll focus on this. So the A in Daisy, I'm going to be working on. I'll explain why. It's this piece. It's Bergen, which is in Norway. It's this little ornament. My parents, A is for anniversary because my parents went for their 50th wedding anniversary. This is in 2019. They went to Norway to celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary. So A is for anniversary trip. And they got me this little ornament of Bergen, this little town. This is where I'm at, and I'd like to go ahead and finish this up. So this is a kit. Everything came, the floss, the fabric, everything came in it. So it should go pretty quick from here on out. Some back stitching and finish up stitching those houses and the tram. And there you go. So I'd like to finish that up, and that will free up the bag, which is always fun. It will be Glitter Villages or Glitter House for iridescent fabric. And I'll do 4 hours on this piece. So there's 9 houses, I think. So this will be an ongoing piece for a while. So I'll give that 4 hours. Bergen, my goal is to finish. Glitter Houses, I will do 4 hours. S for Daisy. This is a Jolly July start that I did last year. I started it. It's really cute. Let me get this out. I'll show it. So this is from Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornaments 2019 issue. This is by Roveris. And I love her stuff. And this is called Stockings. So S for Stockings. The stockings were hung. And I really like how she finished it. Again, I don't have much of a start on this. And I think I had run out of a bunch of colors. This is just a scrap. I think it's like 18 count light oatmeal Ada or something like that. That's literally all I have. So I don't know if I'll actually be able to finish it in one go. So I think what I started on were these mittens here, but I have the hat and then all the words. And then there's a little holly berry thing there. That one might take a little more time than I'm anticipating, but that's okay. If I have to spill over and go into 2 days, then I can do that. But that one will be good to have done. So I started all these, and I did. I ran out of the thread colors that I needed for that one, so I just kind of stopped. And, in Jolly July, I started, I think, 12 projects. And I did like an hour on each of them, and then they just sat, and I never went back to them. So that's what I'm trying to kind of clear out of my whip pile, my whip rotation during Mania. And then the Y in Daisy, I am going to try to finish You Are So Loved. Let's see. This is a freebie from the Sunflower Diaries. This is a terrible picture. I'll see if I can find a better picture to insert, because this is just a black and white. But this was a freebie from their site. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I always say at the end of my videos, there's the end card that always says, You Are So Loved. So I thought this would be a really cute piece to stitch up and just kind of have in the background. So, sorry, it's really wrinkly. Oh my gosh. This is where I'm at. So I have the little birdies and the branches and the word love done. This is just on a scrap piece of 32 count raw gold Belfast linen fabric. Again, it's got that nice little sparkle. So my goal is to finish this one up as well during Mini Mania. Haven't seen that one in a while. I started it, I can't remember, March? Maybe February? Sometime this year anyway. And then the other piece I'm going to do, so that fills the cross stick out. The other piece I'm going to do for Mini Mania that I'm going to try to finish. And this is another one. Another Jolly July start. This one is called Red Berry Wreath, and it is from Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornaments 2018. And it's by Elizabeth Foster. And this is what it will look like. I think it's so, so pretty. I can't find this charm or this treasure anywhere anymore, so I will probably finish it up and try to check elsewhere for something that would work. And I'm going to have to make sure I have this the right direction. This is all I have because, again, I didn't have the right colors that I wanted on me on hand. So I just did the red, and that was that. And that's the berries, I think. Yeah, that's just like the random assortment of holly. So I'll have to fill in. I think it'll go pretty fast because there isn't much stitching on it. And this is just, what are we stitching it on? 16 count Aida in white chocolate. So it's kind of like a really, 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 really pale beige. Almost like a dirty white. So my goal on that one will be to finish that one this month as well. And then, of course, we have Spring at Hawk Run Hollow. See if we can take a look at that. Number 8, block 8. Let's take a look and see. Would be my other goal for May. So block 8 will be here. It says the fig tree puts forth its figs. So there's a lot of stitching in this tree here, but once we get that done, it should go pretty quickly, I'm hoping. So yeah, so that should be doable. And we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. So those are my plans for May. So May is going to be another busy month, but it should be fun, and we should have hopefully 4 or 5 finishes next month. This week, like I said, I'm going to work on the piece for my dad today because that's my April Sunday spin. I'm going to finish my glitter house rotation probably tomorrow. And then I'm going to be focusing on finishing up Spring at Hawk Run Hollow number 7. There is a small chance. Let's see, where are we? When does April end? April only has 30 days, I believe. So April is done on Friday, is the last day of April. If there's a chance, I will finish Spring at Hawk Run Hollow number 7 before May starts. And then I don't know what I'll do. It'll be up in the air. I might just go ahead and start on Spring at Hawk Run Hollow number 8, just to get that started, at least get the border done or something if I have an extra day or two. It doesn't hurt to start that a little bit early, especially because I'm still a month behind, and my plan is to do 2 in July, but I don't know that that's going to happen. So we will see. But I will try to film on Saturday. If I don't film on Saturdays anymore, it's simply because we are out house hunting, and at this point, my life is not my own. So it very much is a matter of scouring the emails when houses are listed and running out trying to see it as quickly as you can. So my life is not my own, but I'm glad that I can still fit in a video because I really do enjoy making these videos and talking with you in the chat and on the Facebook groups as well. So I hope you have a really great week. I hope you have a wonderful end of April as we move into May, and I will see you next week. Bye.